Hey there folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at a game called Contraband Police, which isn't out yet. I believe the release date at the moment is January 2023. There is a prologue available and a demo available on Steam, which you can check out for free. I'll throw some links in the description if you wanted to take a look at this one. But this is a fun game, and it's kind of one of those simulators where it's built around the whole fun aspect and trying to make it interesting as well as kind of amusing at the same time. There's certainly some amusing bits and bobs that you can do from what I've seen so far. We probably won't have a chance to look at the entire intro sequence today because I was playing on it just the other evening and it did take me over an hour, so I don't want to make the video that long. I'll try and keep it reasonable length video, but yeah, I'll just say this, guys. You know, this game comes from Playway, who do a number of different games, and yeah, I've been having a good time with it. So we'll jump straight in, but firstly, I just want to ask if you're not already subscribed to the channel, if you could go ahead and do that, that would make my day. And if you want to help me out, please do hit the like button, as that would help me out a great deal as well. What I'm going to do is hit a key to start us off here. Like I say, we'll get so far with the intro, the sort of tutorial, but we won't go all the way through because the video will just be forever long. Okay, so sorry, I was just kind of messing around and showing you a little bit of the graphics there while the commissioner was shouting stuff at us there. We are going to make our way over to the office now. I'll run over here right now. So as you can see, the graphics are pretty good. The performance is nice and smooth. There's no issues whatsoever. The only issue I did have, I had to change the resolution a tiny bit just to make it work for me. For some reason, it wasn't fitting all on the screen, but we got there in the end. So we're going to grab our duty folder. Yeah, so basically he's just saying there's a bunch of information in here that we can look through and find out a little bit about where sort of places are, what we're doing, checks that we can do. There's also a map here which shows you do have the lumber mill. Is it every single simulation game has a lumber mill now? But we are here, we are at the border post, and we will be travelling around this map at some point. Okay, so if you're like me, you like to sort of have a look around and explore, but basically we whip this door open. As you can see, we've got a prison here where we can put people, so I'm just showing you this as quickly as possible. Get this door closed, and then we do have also a warehouse, which is going to be where we store contraband, but we'll come to all that. Get that door closed for now. We'll run over here and we'll get our first car in. So basically, here's the border. The vehicles, should I say, come in this way, and they can go out that way once you've passed them, or they'll turn round and go out there. So we'll invite the first one in. We do have a little helper guy over here as well. And as you can see, nice animation. So as you can see, it kind of tells you what to do with the arrow, and also when you actually come to him, you want to speak to him and ask him for his documents. Take note of his face, because that's going to be something that's important. Now we're going to take the documents, and we hit tab to bring them up. Okay, so we can see firstly his face matches. We're going to check his name. We can either read it ourselves, or probably easiest to click on it. So it tells you there basically that one in this instance it's a match, but you can have a mismatch or can't match if it's two fields of a different type. So we'll pull up the inspection report. So this is basically where discrepancies would be marked. So if we click on the names, for example, it'll put an X there, or we can do it ourselves. Expiration date. So we can see here it's the 16th of April and it's set in the 80s, so 1981. As you can see, his passport expiration date is fine, and so is his citizen ID expiration date. Obviously, you can't match these together because they're of a different type. We can also match his passport number. Matches. And also his face does match. So I would say this guy's absolutely fine to go through. So once again, you just press on him, tell him the inspection's finished, and then we would hit approved. And off he goes. I think the window winding up animation's quite amusing. Next person, look at this. Looks like one of those little Fiats, doesn't it? So you're saying there this person isn't a citizen, so they need to have a correct, valid visa. Okay, so we hit tab to take a look. So they've got an entry permit, they've got the passport. Well, you can click and check the name. It's probably the easiest way to do it. So we've got a mismatch with the passport number, and although the expiration dates are fine, but this person's going to fail because basically they don't have a valid passport number. So we'll hit denied. Oh, this person's having a bad day. You'll have to go back and get yourself sorted, mate. Your paperwork's wrong. And off they go. So I haven't come across any real trouble so far, but I imagine it does happen. I'm not too sure what this does yet. But we'll get to it, so take a look at this person's face. Right, let's see what you're all about then, matey. Face is good. Expiration date's fine. Pretty quick check, that one. It's always the same sort of look at you, wind the window up. There we go, another valid one. So we're passing so far. We're doing pretty good. And you can hit F1 as well if you want a bit more information. So it's basically let you know that everything's good. Tells you where they're from. And you get a bit of money for doing each one correctly. And then a bit of a rating there as well. So again, next one in. I will say it's not all like this. It kind of develops and builds as we go. As you'll see in the tutorial. It does get you get a bit more action. Of course it's required. Let's take the documents, please. Ah, hold on. Oh, you know, at one point you can ask them to step out of the vehicle. Trying to see this person's head. I think maybe it's okay. Okay, yes, I'd say they do look like that. Okay, we've got a mismatch with the name. As you see, it's slightly different spelling there. Mismatch with the number. And it has expired as well. The passport's expired. So this person, unfortunately, isn't going to pass. Yeah, you'll have to turn around. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. You are. On your way. So I think that's us done for the first part. I wonder if we step out in the road whether they'll run us over. I haven't given that a try yet, although I have tried out a few other things. So he says now you can go to your apartment for a well-deserved rest. Well, if this is an apartment, yeah, rather dubious use of language there. But anyway, we'll take a rest. Okay, day one. Daily cost. So it does cost us for maintenance, properties and personnel salaries. Although, did we see 3 people? Yeah, I don't know about that. Anyway, okay, we've made money. We made $225 overall, so that's pretty good. It's the start of a new day. We're going to move on to new tasks.
Witajcie Wariszu, meno miano Jurij Petrow, a ja madre komisariat Siju et prevudić rugašný den na waszego trenirowka. Leno czas mieli stać in krasnej aktywnia ać oberankowych szmuglistów. Ludzko mnie nasze wywiadu illi ad Maduro, et dostawić za wam straszne informacje. Arbaczniejto, a dajcie lista ać informacji po traczku. Каждого нутричка эстио эно контрабандителю. Вы, мадре, посукати всем, которые пасуете описанию. Нембиница, нурахо контрабанду ашаядич ач акаристанска. Отриксо ачнита. Азви арбачнито шаядителя ач контролу.
So yeah, basically, this is a general sort of message. We're going to be looking for somebody around about the age of 54. And this is another issue here saying that potentially we've got a smuggler who's got a partial registration number of 58M. So we'll watch out for those things, especially the registration number. See if we can see this person's reg here as they pull up. Oh, 58M.
Aha, listo ać naszego estio podrymnika. A kwestiona jego wychodzi z maszynu. Eto posukati kontrabandu.
Okay, we're going to ask them to step out.
Kontrabanditele paznoczno ich kryjówków. Ilio serpientny znak. Ona ja listo ać fioletka migot. Lusko mnie wasz służny migotnik eto az możny.
So we're going to be looking with our UV light just to see if there's any snake marks, because apparently that's how they mark the contraband. So basically we hit F for flashlight and then F again.
Вы посукати знаков контрабанду ać eno сиденья. Арбачнейто. Мы требует инструментов ać работца. Похвичта острак за пастолу.
So as you can see, there's a snake here. So what we'll do is just go and get our knife off the table.
Społużyjcie ostrak, a troby rozrywati obiretko sidzienia.
Now you can use the knife on... Don't ask me how I knew, I just tried it. But you can use the knife on people as well, which is rather amusing. You fail the mission basically, but the snake was right there, so we'll put this open. What's this? Guys, cocaine.
Zaprajcie ilio on skryćna nieczkomo. Membinica, każewy fundro predomiaty in krasnej waszego ekspiru, ać smużnia eno zarubta. Kontrabandu nie tap zawry paznaczno. Inogda estio skryćna ać partio, ilio trudyjne mestie, ilio posukati edu maskota. Nie tap migotnika ta jest, a da
dude.
Otrikso, всем eto atma. Membinica, kontrabanditele estio rado pas myśli. Wasza policka równiszko, madre etu fotriczki a spasta kontroli. Ale i wy madre arestnąć eto bydlok.
So basically, yeah, we're just going to arrest him because there's basically tons of cocaine in his car.
Barasto, szybka!
Okay, so once they're arrested, they end up in this cell. Oh, we'll get that closed. Sorry, dude.
Wasz magazyn. Ać wy możecie prechować kontrabandu, instrumentów, a różniki, ać potrawku pradomiania. Perednorodni dennaja, wasz ekspadrycie.
I think we switch our UV light off now. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to check in some things. This is our storage cupboard.
A wiepier wygawryć z oficerem Maksimowym, eto on zbywać od stale maszyny.
We're just going to put this cocaine in here. As you can see, we've only got one tool, which is a tactical knife. But basically, that's... Oh, actually, I should have showed you. Once you've stored it, you get these boxes in here, like that. And we're going to ask our officer here just to move this car out the way now. Get rid of it, basically. And then we'll move on to the next one.
Ostrawku, rozerwatu optyny i odcinki materiałów. Temputka, Мадры взломать бляшник, как-то топорники, или открыть так всем клювку. А теперь вы, Мадры, попростнять работа.
So basically we've just grabbed some extra tools there. So as you can see, we've got our knife, we've got a pitchfork, we've got an ice pick, and we do have a crowbar as well. We'll put our knife away as to not appear threatening. So our pins removed for the one smuggler, but we're looking for somebody around about 54 who's going to be smuggling as well. So we'll get this guy out. So there's no real sort of what we call a bonnet or hood here on the front, but there is things in the back here. So again, just using the UV light to have a look around. Doesn't look like there's anything in there that's dodgy. Gonna check the tyres as well because yeah, there's always potential for them to hide it anywhere really. And we'll open this. Looks like we're all good really with this guy. Yeah. You should be able to take his documents as well now. I think you eventually do get to a stage where... Oh, there we go, documents. Let's see. So, looks good. Looks the same. He's got a mismatch with his name. And we do have a match there. There's an expiry issue here with the entry permit. It's already expired, and so is the passport as well. So this person will be denied. In fact, this person could be, let's see, 54? Do we have a date of birth here? Date of birth. 1941? Well, he's a bit out of the, yeah, he's about 40. That would make him 40, wouldn't it? So yeah, the inspection's finished. He has failed. I don't know whether he's the guy that we were looking for. No, dude, no. Get your papers in line. But he wasn't smuggling anything. His door's open. Oh, it's closed now. Closed on the way. Alright, okay. Let's try the next person. Hopefully he'll have a bit more success. Mind you, we are still looking for another... let's have a look there. F11. Name, surname. Well, we did pick up on that. Oh, were we supposed to mark that? Maybe we were. Maybe we were supposed to mark it then. Okay. How old's this person? We're going to ask you to step out anyway. I'll tell you what, I'll start off with the documents. We might as well start with the docs. Thank you. Okay. Expiration's good. Name's good. And that's good. So his docs are fine. I'll give you them back. No, inspection isn't finished yet. Okay. We've got nothing in here at all. Well, this is fine, but rather strange. Seats are good. Okay, we'll just have a look under the bonnet. I mean, this person's actually... seems like they're alright. Tyres? What's that? Can't tell if that's a... Nope, it seems fine. We'll close your bonnet for you, sir. Actually, I'll let you do it. It's a bit of a faff. Right, okay. You seem fine. On your way out, sir. Approved. Let's see if he closes his bonnet before he drives off. Are you going to? Or are you just going to drive blindly? Oh, right, okay. Next. Yeah, that was a perfect. So, $100 there. We're making pretty good money here, to be fair. Okay. Well, you're the last one. And you look a little bit like The Undertaker when he was in his his sort of what do you call it? Darkest days, shall we say? So, we'll firstly ask you to step out, please. Right, I'll take a quick look at your docs.
Пропшаю от документы.
I always forget to take them. That's the thing. I just end up looking at them gormlessly. Right, he looks alright. Looks the same. Got a match on the name. Got a match there. So his docs are valid, which is good. We'll switch our light on. Nothing up front here. Nothing back there. Tyres are looking good. Let's have a quick look under the bonnet, sir. Hope you're not hiding anything under here. So far, so good. Right. I thought we would come across this other person, maybe not. Let's have a quick look at your age. 1927. Does that make him 51? 26, sorry, 1926. Well, potentially, this could be the person that we're looking for. Should we take a risk?
Damala, damala.
This is risky for me because maybe this isn't the right person at all. It was the correct arrest. Okay, good, good. You are locked away and the door is slammed and I am throwing away the key. Okay. So we'll ask our little friend, our helper, to get rid of that vehicle. When you're done with that cigarette, could you just clear the inspection zone? Thank you so much.
Всем отдельная. Утрошний комиссар Турай наживо Даниэль.
So take a rest. A bit of overnight sleep. And we will continue as you say. We did pretty good there, although we only got $25. It's just a lot of expenses going out. I don't know how to manage those at the moment. It doesn't really give us the opportunity to reduce those expenses. Obviously, as we've got property, we've got personnel that we need.
Нам потреба освободить спадны от поста, а с вас будет заявитель. Вас, Даниэля, перевозку заключников на работный лагерь, аж доставиться перевозку контрабанду на полицейскую базу. Повититься шуплицка у Влада, а докупить инструментов, недимие для вашей службы. Нарвачнее то, а драйче разберья за заключников. Пошли этаку заключниковная, аж транспортная всем заключников ку полицейскую машину.
So just to explain what we're doing here, we're going to move our prisoners out into the prison van, which is over there. We're going to take our contraband and we're going to put that in the prison van as well, which is two different ways to do. I'll show you the contraband first. So basically, you can either press here and then switch this to vehicle and then move your cocaine across like that. The other way to do it is to put it in your own inventory and to take it to the prison van. So we'll do that and then we'll get these guys out of here. And we'll move you to the police car. And you.
Переметнijcie kontrabandu, a przoda z waszego inwentarza na transferowny selektor pradometniki ać magazynu.
So as you can see, our prisoners are in here now. And basically we'll whip the back door open and then we'll move our cocaine into here. And then basically there's an axe in here as well, which you'll take out. We're going to need that. And you'll see why in a moment.
Dajcie, waliszu komandire.
Arbaciej to stanowka, robocny łagra. Wy podrobku ada zakrutników, liczno et artam, eliowa znaczenia punkt.
But basically, we can look at our map here. We can see that coming out of here, we're going to take a right. We're going to follow the road to the right, and then we're going to basically drive down here. We're going to take another right, and then eventually we'll arrive at the labour camp by taking a right to come in here. So basically, it's like a few rights. We're also going to go here to this tool shop to pick up some equipment, and then we're going to go to the police base. It'll be our final destination. So we need to start the engine. Once we start the engine, we then become in control of the car as opposed to walking, being able to get in and out of the vehicle. But also, as you're driving, you can hit M to give you a sort of an overview map, which helps. It means that you don't have to... I thought originally you have to switch the engine off, hit tab to bring up the map, but then I figured out that pressing M works. The driving's a little ropey. As I said, we're taking rights. If you were, for example, to crash into somebody, which I'll show you in a moment what happens, it's rather amusing, and I'm pretty sure it costs you as well in terms of equipment damage. But there's a hotel here as well, and I'm not entirely too sure how that's going to affect things. It looks like a gang hotel. I could be wrong, but we'll see how that comes into play as we progress. But for now, we're hitting the road. We're going to get ourselves to the labour yard where we're going to drop off these guys. Can we turn around and look behind us, actually? Oh, we can.
Ach, nie tap to. Liczno ać astanowa burma, broklaczku te triewo, ać my nie tap przejadzi cielo. Pochwyć na topornik z lugażnictwa, ać zbywać ostalej obstuory.
Oh, these guys look miserable, don't they? Anyway, basically, what we're going to do is move this tree out the way by doing a bit of lumber action. So we're going to grab our axe, which we already took out. Smash this. It's really straightforward, really. And it's a little simple, but... Why don't you be careful? Should I have a quick look under here? I am doing a little inspection on you, sunshine. Okay, fine. I'll leave your bonnet up then. Right, see you later. He is actually driving off with his bonnet up as well, which is hilarious to me anyway. Right, okay, we'll close the door. Start engine, and we'll be on our merry way. So basically, yeah, you have to be a little bit careful with your driving, especially if you get stuck behind a slow-moving vehicle, because if you try to overtake, I have found that you generally find that there's a vehicle coming the other way, but if you crash, then... Yep, I mean, you shatter all your windscreen, and I would say he's not 100% happy about that. Let's see what he's going to say. See if he's got anything to say. Okay, he's got nothing to say, but... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you've got to pay for things like that. We'll take a look at the end of this mission and see what happens. See if there's an extra cost to doing that sort of thing. But yeah, driving carefully is a good idea, and then you don't end up with a smashed windscreen like that. So, the map isn't huge, at least this first area. I'm assuming that there's different areas, because it seems as if that's the case from the instructions. But, as I say, having not played any of the other areas yet, I'm not 100% sure on that one. We're going to pull up over here.
Eto mestie. Stanowka nażnej dambra ać wydacie rozkaz, perewozku всем zakrutników, nażnej poszli ku maszynu.
And once again, it's basically a transfer job. Speak to this gentleman. Transfer all prisoners. So that's done. I'm not too sure where they actually go now. Whether they work in here now. I wonder if they are. That would be rather amusing. No, he just looks like a generic dude. I'm sure they're here somewhere. Right, we'll jump back in. We're going to head to Vlad's shop. We'll try and do a reverse job here, but I can't really... Well, yeah, I can't really see behind me, so maybe it's probably a better idea to go forward. Then out this way. Let's take a quick look on the map. So we are going to be kind of turning right, and then straight on, and then the left. And then the corner will... the shop will be on the corner on the left. Okay, so we'll head through this tunnel. You can expand your field of view as well if you think it's... to me the driving's a little tight for like field of view wise, but you can adjust that in the settings as well. Obviously we're playing on PC. I'm not too sure whether this game's coming to any other platforms. I don't think so. Could be wrong. But yeah, the developer of this game hasn't done a great deal of things in the past. I think we're in the right place here. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, so straight along. So just on the map there was a Drunken Bear Inn. So there's a few different places potentially that we're going to be visiting as we play on. We're going to go to Vlad's shop here. That's the entrance for him. Smash our van to pieces. Oh, that was my fault, that. So this is me. If anybody saw my phone bus video, you see that we had a little accident on that as well. And this is my sort of thing. By just crashing. Guy out here, what are you smoking? Is that a cigarette? Sure hope so. Right, let's head in here.
Sorry.
So, let's see. So, we've got some things here. I think it would be a good idea for us to get a second knife, because that knife's not going to last forever. So we'll get the commando knife, I think. There's a few other things and bits and bobs. We don't have a shovel. We'll get that. We might need that or something. And then we're going to head to the police base. Just take a quick look on the map again. So coming out of here, I'd say we can either head east or north. I'll tell you what, providing there's nothing behind us and we don't smash into anything, let's go north. I didn't go this way last time. So north, and then a right, and then a straight on, and then another right. And that'll get us back to the police base. Well, to the police base, should I say. We haven't been there yet. And we're going to unload our contraband there. So, yep, the two different things we're dropping off is prisoners and the contraband that we've got, which is a couple packets of cocaine. So this is the lumber yard by the looks of things. Not too sure entirely why that's there or what we're going to do with it. Just double check on the map again. So it's a right here. But as you can see, for a game which is an indie developer, I think it's quite fun. I think it's quite well designed so far. The world seems, you know, not too big, just the right size for travelling around fairly quickly, without too much drama, and without... The one thing I can say is I haven't been bored playing this game yet, that's obviously a plus point. Here we are, the police base. So we're going to go in here and drop off our contraband. We'll just drive straight in here. I'm not entirely too sure whether you're supposed to drive in here, but
Odlično.
we will.
Poszedł gwarić z oficerem nawokowym, ać prekażny je wo всем забрану контрабанду. No, takože as možno
I'll have a word with this young man.
Až lugazný mašinu. Obar! A wie pierwszeli eć mašinu, ać powartnickaja ku kontrol gondry.
And that's basically that. I mean, we've dropped off our stuff. We'll start the engine, and we'll, I think, either drive forward maybe out of here. Oh yeah, we can. That's good. So there's always a route forward, which makes it sort of less sim and more arcade-based, kind of. A bit like Gas Station Simulator. I'm not too sure if you've ever played that game, but it's not exactly as fast and furious as that, but it's definitely on the fun side of things, which I think is an important factor in these games, to be honest with you. as much as I enjoy a serious sim that has serious physics and obvious consequences if you do things the wrong way, I do enjoy a game which is based on fun as well, because I think that can make a huge difference in the enjoyment factor. And it's just a nice little sort of time passer, and one that you come away feeling like you've been entertained with as well, which is, I think, is an important point. Okay, so we're heading back to our sort of patrol area. We'll park over here, I think. Okay, so it just shows you, as he says there, your work is not limited to just sitting at the border patrol. So we're going to head to bed, and that'll be where we end this video, although I am going to continue it and do another follow-up video just to show you the rest of the prologue. As you can see, the darkness filling the area as it becomes night time. So as I head to bed here, guys, I want to say thank you so much for joining me for this video, and if you enjoyed it, please do hit the like. I'm going to close this door, keep out the bugs, keep out any wild animals, and I want to say thank you so much for coming through, and I'll catch you again soon.